Hey guys, my name is Mare. Welcome to my channel, and today we're going to talk about the story that just happened a couple days ago. Now, it might be interesting, it might not be, but either way, it's still a good story. I mean, like, what happened was a little crazy.
Like this, but it gets worse. Not payback, it's a bad bitch, and baby, I'm the baddest. You fucking with a savage.
So I'm going to give you the backstory to how all this started. So, freshman year, I failed my math class, both semesters, so I had to go to summer school to fix that. And then my mom was all like, okay guys, we're gonna go to Mexico for the summer. And I was just like, and summer school? And she's like, oh no. And then I was like, yep. And then, so she was like finding a way how to get me there. She's like, how many days of school can you miss? And I was like, no more than 3. And she's like, that's gonna be a problem. We're gonna be gone for a week. And that's more than 3 days. And I was like, oh my god. And I was like, I can't go. This is fantastic. They're gonna go on vacation without me. So my mom was like, it's okay, we'll book it for the last day, or like the last week of your summer school, so you can still go. We'll just buy your ticket for the next day. You'll go by yourself. And I was like, that's such a good idea. I get to go on a plane for the first time all by myself. And I'm gonna be like, checking in, I'm gonna be sitting by the window, looking out on the plane from LAX and be like, peace out guys. No, I was wrong. I didn't end up going to Mexico. I ended up staying home for a week, hanging out with my friends, going to the mall, chilling while they were having fun. It's okay, it was actually pretty chill. But then, surprise. I don't know, I didn't know when they're coming back. So like, Wednesday at night, my sister came to me and she was just like, do you want to pick them up at the airport tomorrow? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. I miss my best friend. Like, hello, why not go? So we woke up at 4 in the morning on Thursday to go pick them up. And we're driving there, and we had to go down to like the bridge something express. It's like basically like before the border of Mexico to go pick them up. So we were driving there, and it's about like a 2-hour drive. You know, it was pretty silent because we were pretty tired. And then we're almost there. The GPS said you would arrive in 6 minutes. I remember that. And then it said, we were talking because the radio was on. We're like, oh, we like the song. And we didn't hear the GPS say that to take a right, like exit to your right. And then we're like driving and we missed it. And it's like, exit right. And we're like, what was that? When was this? Why didn't you inform us earlier? So we missed it, and we're like, it's fine. The GPS said there was another exit we could take. And we're like, okay, but right as the GPS says, exit right, we almost passed it. We were all the way on the left, like on the carpooling, so she drove all the way to the right. Luckily, there was no one on the freeway, like the ending of the freeway. It was almost the end of the freeway. So like, she could go fast, but we missed it literally by like an inch. This thing, don't know what it is, it's like a brush, is like the thing blocking us from going, and this is our car. And our car is literally like right in front of it. We're right next to it. Like, you could have like backed up and drove to the right. But the GPS said there was a U-turn up ahead on the freeway. So we're like, it's okay, we'll get it. But we're already on the right, and the U-turn was all the way on the left. So when it told us to take the U-turn, we missed it, and we drove right across the border into Mexico. Now, my sister was like, no, I don't want to be here. She started yelling. She was like, oh my god, I didn't want to come to Mexico. I'm going to be so late. Oh my god. And I was just like, yeah, I gotta go to Mexico after all. And then she's all like hyperventilating. I'm just like, I don't see what the problem is. And then she turns to me and she's like, do you have your passport? I'm like, why would I bring my passport? I didn't know I was gonna go to Mexico. And she's like, oh my god, oh my god. So then we go into like this line to go back to the United States. And well, it took like an hour and 40 minutes to like drive to the front. But as we're like waiting to like get to the front, she calls like her other sister, other twin, so like so she calls her, and they're all freaking out. She goes, she doesn't have her passport, what are we gonna do? And I was just like, yeah, it's starting to seem like a problem. And she's like literally bawling over there. I'm just like, Then she turns to me, she goes, if we get separated, I'll come back for you. And like, I wasn't freaking out before, but now I'm like a little like, oh my god, I might actually have to stay here by myself. And she was like, do you remember my phone number? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, alright. So I'm like trying to calm myself down, like if I stay here, I'm gonna die, cause like I barely know Spanish and like how to do it. I have no money. And she's like looking through her purse, like, find the money, like, oh my god. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And then she calls my father. We're like, we try to call, oh wait, I should have said that before. Well, before we called her sister, her phone service changed to something called Movie Star. Which basically like her phone service, when she crossed, it turned into something else. So like, I don't know, it was weird. But we had really bad reception over there, and like you had to call a certain way. So we called my dad, but he didn't answer because it glitched, but he called us back. So we're like, hey dad, we're in Mexico. And he was just like, what are you doing in Mexico? Like, aren't you supposed to pick up your mom? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, so we're stuck here without our passport. And he goes, who's we? Who's with you? And she's like, she is. And he was like, oh my god. It's like, it's okay, I'm gonna look for her passport and send you a picture. But Movie Star only has calling data, so you can't text or use any other app besides just calling. And he tried to send it to us, and like it would say like message received, but there would be nothing there. And then, like you try to text and it'd be like, no internet service. And it's like, all right, oh, we're screwed. So then she calls other people trying to figure out how we're gonna do this. How, like, are they gonna keep me hostage or whatever until they figure out that I'm actually American. And then so we drive up to the person who's checking the passports and IDs, and he asked my sister for her passport or ID, and she gives him her driver's license, and she goes, he nods, he's like, and then he looks at me, and I start shaking, like I'm like literally like, oh my god, and he goes, do you have anything? And I was like, literally that's what I did. And I was just like, and he was like, okay. He just typed something on the computer, like all over this, and I'm just like, oh my god, what am I gonna say when they're questioning me on who I am? Like, what am I gonna say? Like, yesterday I went to the mall, I was with my friends, I was literally in America like an hour ago, like, can't you just check the surveillance footage and just let me go? Like, random like sentences to help me through what was good about to happen. And then he looks at me and he goes, how old are you? And I'm just like, I'm 15? And he goes, what? I'm like, I'm 15. And he goes, oh, he just nods his head. And then he goes, what school do you go to? And I'm just like, how am I supposed to answer that question? And I realized it fell in my head. I was like, oh my god. But in my, like, I literally talked and I was like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like stuttering. I was a stuttering mess. It was bad. I looked so nervous, and I just said it. I was just like, I go to this high school. He was just like, all right. And then he goes, where do you guys live? And then my sister tells him, and he's just like, okay. And then he just nods, and then I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna be stuck here. And I'm just like, I'm literally like hyperventilating, having a slight panic attack. He's like, oh my goodness, what's gonna happen? And he goes, all right, you guys are good to go. And I was like, what? 2 questions and I'm good to go? Look, was that all it took? I was over here like freaking out, and you just asked me 2 questions and I get to leave. Like, I'm thankful, but like, Jesus Christ, do you not know what I put myself through? I'm like, oh my god. Ah! So then we go pick up my sister, and I tell her the story, and she just laughs at me. And I'm like, I guess it wasn't that important. Like, I actually didn't get stuck in Mexico, but the thought of it scared the crap out of me. I was literally like, oh my god, I'm gonna get home, I'm gonna hug my bed and just be like, oh my god. It knocks something into me, so like, I don't know. So that was the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed my little panic attack I had. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna explain in another video why I was gone for like 3 to 4 months. Sorry, I haven't been posting. It will make sense in the next video, so have fun. bye. I'm gonna be a real YouTuber right now and be like, like, comment down below, and subscribe if you want to. It should be somewhere on your screen. Somewhere. It'd be great. Thank you so much for watching. If you stayed throughout this entire video, I appreciate you, because sometimes my stories are really boring. Sorry. Okay. Bye.